All right. This is AA is a philosophy. A religion properly is of divine origin, governs the person's relationship with his higher power, and promises its rewards and punishments after death. A philosophy is of a human origin, governs the person in his relationship with his fellow man, and promises its rewards and punishments during life. AA, I submit, is a philosophy. If we alcoholics follow the philosophy of AA, we can regain an understanding of our several religions. Maryland. I think we did that already.
All right, well, go ahead, Ron. You're up for the next one.
I'm Ron, I'm an alcoholic in his own individual right. Spirituality is an awakening, or is it all the loose ends woven together into a mellow fabric? It's understanding, or is it all the knowledge one need ever know? It's freedom if you consider fear slavery. It's confidence, or it is the belief that a higher power will see you through any storm or gale. It's adhering to the dictates of your conscience, or is it a deep, genuine, living concern for the people and the planet? It's peace of mind in the face of adversity. It's a keen and sharpened desire for survival. It's a man or a woman. It's gratitude for every happenstance of the past that brought you to a moment of justice. It's the joy of being a young man in a young world. It's awareness, or is it realization of one's capabilities and limitations? It's concentration, or is it easy sensing of the universe? It's seeing a majestic power for good in each and every human being. It's patience in the face of stupidity. It's feeling that you want to knock someone's head off and walking away instead. It's when you're down to your past your last dime and you know you still have something that money can't buy. It's wearing dungarees and feel like a tuxedo. It's wanting to go home yet being there. It's a rocket ride that goes far beyond the world your eye can see. It's looking at something that superficially is ugly but radiates beauty. It's a majestic skyline or a western desert. It's a young child. It's seeing a caterpillar turn into a butterfly. It's the awareness that survival is a savage fight between you and yourself. It's a magnetic pull towards those who are down and out. It's knowing that even the bad times are good. Don't look back, you haven't seen anything yet. When people look at you and wonder what's with you, and the look in your eyes will answer them because I can cut it. The singular thing that is spirituality cannot be given to a fellow man by word of mouth. If every man is to have it, then every man must earn it. In his own way, by his own hand, stamped by the seal of himself, and in his own individual right. New York, New York.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Sam, you're next.
Hey, Sam, grateful alcoholic over here. The other side. During a meeting one day, I remarked that I was just tickled to death with the AA program, all but the spiritual side of it. After the meeting, another member came up to me and said, I like that remark you made about how you like the program, all but the spiritual part of it. We've got a little time. Why don't we talk about the other side of it? That ended the conversation. Modesto, California.
All right, it sounds like a PBS show here. They always do that. What's his name? His documentaries. Okay, so next week we'll start on spiritual experiences. So everybody make a note of that. Thanks for reading. Hi, everybody. Welcome to oh God, wait a second. Hello, multiple presenters. No, Michael, we're not allowing you anything. We have everything turned off in this meeting. Actually, for just really quick, for a reason, and share screen. I don't know how that got on there. We don't share screens in here. How did that get on? Did I leave it on? That's weird. It's like I just wanted to share a screen. No, we don't share any. We keep everything turned off in this meeting. sometimes we turn chat on so you can chat to co-host, but I turned it off today. And right now we've got start video on, but and your pictures are up. Sometimes we'll turn that off if there are too many Zoom bombers in here, then we just shut the whole meeting down. Oh God, see here, Michael's a Zoom bomber. All right. Okay, so oh, I know. Did I apologize for this, guys. Yep, okay. I just turned the video off too. And what else we got here? Sorry about this. Bombers come in and then they'll just start they just start showing porn and everything. Okay, so Thursday, and we've been working on classroom work right along here. And yesterday we had Father Terry in. I put a link up to his YouTube video. Hey, I'm going to ask you right now, Sam, would you put a link up to the YouTube video for Father Terry? Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, and on his Facebook page as well.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you said.
I said, yes,
if
I
you-
do, and for his Facebook page as well.
No, let's just put up the link right
For
now.
YouTube? Okay.
No, we want to put a link up for the video he did on our YouTube channel. Do you know how to do that? Is that a yes?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay,
I'll just
good.
keep-
So those of you who missed him yesterday, you can listen. It was about centering prayer. Okay, and that's going to come up in a second. And then we're trying to get we have a YouTube podcast channel where we put up all the classes so you can go back and revisit them. And we made a bunch of different podcasts, like there's one on the 11th step, one on the 4th, one on the 1st. We have one created on our YouTube channel for Father Terry. And then let's see, what's this here? There you go. There it is right there. So and then you could go into our whole selection of YouTube stuffs. Thanks for putting that up. And they're really good. So if you miss any of the class, thanks Sam for putting that up. If you miss any of our classes, you can go back and watch them. Okay, so let's see who's where. So let's go to, okay, I'm going to start here with, hey, Naaman. So I got your 9th step letter. I haven't read it yet, I don't think, but I will read it later today and copy you back on it, right? Are you with
Okay.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naaman, grateful to be an alcoholic. I heard.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'll get back to you on that later this evening. And let's see. So that's good that you're here. Lori, let's see, what do I owe you? Anything?
No, you don't owe me anything. Lori, alcoholic. I'm on step 9. I'll send you a letter that I wrote tomorrow. I'll email it to you.
Oh yeah, so that's the deal. Before you make any amends, you send it over to me in an email so I can look at it. What happens with a lot of people that aren't used to making amends is we had one person here last week. I mean, it was like Homer's Odyssey of an amend letter. It was like, oh my God, they're going to shoot you if you send this to them. Usually our amends letters need to be relatively short. If we can make the amend in person by talking to the person, it's better. But first couple go-arounds, it's good to run your amend letter by somebody. So make sure you do that. Otherwise, people can end up in huge trouble. Like I've seen people here, like where mom writes the amend letter to the kids, and the kids fucking hate mom even more. We just had We had that happen to somebody here not too long ago, and I'm like, well, and then, and sometimes for a person's trying to, this is not directed at you, Lori.
Eh.
This is directed at everyone. Sometimes, the kids already hate mom or dad. They write a letter or try to make an amend, and they're like, screw you, you've apologized so many times. I do not want to hear it. So we need to be very careful how we approach this and realize that there are other very sensitive people out there, that we have been in the fire of alcoholism. And I'm not blaming anything on you or us. It is alcoholism, and alcoholism, they call it a family illness. It's a family disease. It gets in there, and it raises all kinds of trouble with all sorts of persons. So it's better that you run that, when you're doing an amend, that you run that amend letter by somebody. Generally, it's better to make the amends to the person directly by phone or whatever. Letters are, a lot can be lost in translation. So let's go back over here to, okay, Ron. So Ron, what are you working on?
I too am working on step 9. I sent the email, the letter to you. You said begin with a simple one, and so I did.
Okay, I'll look at that tonight too and send it back to you.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right, good. And excuse me for a second here. So we talked to name. Bear with me here, kids. So, all right, so that's good, everybody. Hey, Sam, so where are you in the amend letter process too, or amend, or have you made them
I've
all?
already completed that. I'm on steps 10, 11, and 12, reading 84 and 88 every day. Waking up in the morning, obviously, with a daily reflection, and I'm doing a journal for my gratitude list every night, just to remind myself of why I'm sober and why I'm in this program.
So, okay, step 10 and 11, 84 through 88. I do have a question for you. Are you going through that and writing it down each day? Do you read it from the book?
I read it from, sorry, go ahead. Done? No. I read it from the book, and then, like I said, I finish my day with a journal. Got this little app here that
We
actually
like to
has.
see, when we retire at night, that part of the book. Do you do that part of the book?
Yes, that's the nightly routine.
Okay, all right, good. This is good. Okay, this should help you should be getting better and better all the time with it, and having your life, family, everything start to take a turn for the best. All right, so let's ask Matt. Matt, what are you're back from, did you go over the holidays? I'm sorry. Were you at
Taylor Swift. We hit
you
two.
were at a Taylor Swift concert, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I got 4 hours in the car listening to Taylor Swift. But anyways,
Yeah.
no, I'm mad alcoholic working on steps 10 through 12. Pretty much get up in the morning first thing, read the daily reflection, focus on page 86, sort of a to-do list for the day. And then at night, I've started to work on like sort of when I'm going to bed, gratitude list or just thinking about it. I got to write it down, but I think about it. It helps me go to bed sort of just like to meditate, if you will, for 10 minutes or something while I'm going to bed. But other than that, then doing service here at this meeting, um, and just trying to maintain my sobriety really and you know keep it
Is it
going.
working? You made it through Christmas and New Year's and
Yeah, no, I made it
and
through Christmas, New
Halloween.
Year's, and I mean on the way to Boston, and when we were visiting my in-laws, I actually read a little bit. I read more about alcoholism, the chapter, just because I had like just sitting in the car, so I don't know why. I think it was referenced in the daily reflection, but it was talking about Fred's story and the other guy, Jim.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm just afraid at this point it's going to be when I'm not expecting it, something's going to happen. It'll just come up. So I got to always be sort of on my guard versus because it seems like they walked into some place with no intention of drinking, and the next thing you know, they had a drink, and it's like, can't do that.
We call it building insurance in AA. Your insurance policy for sobriety. In AA, we call it insurance policy. So like reading, staying sober every day, so that when something does come up, big issue, you don't have to drink over it. We have our
Yeah, I mean, it
program.
wasn't even a big issue. It was just sort of like, oh, hey, randomly, here's this sitting here. I don't know. I mean, I could just see myself not doing it, but it will
Yeah.
be like not a liquor store or something because I'm on my guard. It'll be when my guard is down almost, I think. But
Well, don't be the guy that gets mad at the liquor store and burns it down. I've read about those people, and then you find out how that guy was like trying to get sober. He decided to burn the liquor store down in his town. That's really stupid. Okay, over to Lisa. Hey, what are you working on?
I like Sam and I think Matt as well. And as it was just posted, steps 10, 11, and 12. I try to do a morning meditation, a nighttime meditation, just review my day, see what I could have done better. I'm reading the daily reflections and I'm always just trying to give back,
Mhm.
trying to teach others and myself about selfishness, trying not to have resentments and just trying to help others work on themselves as much as I'm working on myself.
It doesn't
And
always work out that way.
it doesn't, but I went through that whole stage of resentment and now I'm just trying to preach the positive, I guess.
Like,
Not
I lived with somebody for like 3 years or 4 years right after I got sober. And I always wanted her to go to Al-Anon. And she would always say, look, you're the alcoholic. I don't even want to hear about this. You go to AA, you go to Al-Anon. I don't need. So it was like, and I had somebody tell me, this is just for me, of course. I say, don't try to get other people to do this stuff because they're not going to want to do it.
well, you know what? I'm not even doing it so much for reasons of alcohol. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to relay the steps and the foundations that I've learned through this
And
12 steps
sharing. Yeah.
and, um, lead to the positivity, I guess.
Well, that's good. All right, glad you're here. Let's see. So do we talk to, we didn't talk to Jeff. Hey, Jeff, are you still there? Let me,
Actually, I'm here, Jeff Alcoholic.
here, I'll turn on your camera for you. How
Yeah,
about
you
that?
knocked it off.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
You guys
okay.
that want to turn your cameras on, turn them on now. Because we get
Okay.
bombs here, I have to turn them on.
Oh, I got you. Okay, that's cool.
No, but I
Yeah,
want to see you. Oh, there
Jeff
you are.
Alcoholic.
Yeah.
86, should be 86 to 88, and employing some of the things insight that we got from Father Terry yesterday. It just gives a new dimension to it, a new impetus. You know what I'm saying? So yes, upon retiring and upon awakening, yes, and throughout the day, from time to time, because he gave us an informal but a powerful way to do it.
Well, he talked about this thing called centering prayer. And there are actually groups around the country where some AA group will have a centering prayer evening. I've never been to one of those. But Terry's one of the people that kind of got that started across the country. He actually gives talks. I think maybe more, not so much anymore, but across the USA on centering prayer and to all sorts of people in 12-step programs. So good. You made it through Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. You know what's coming next, Jeff?
Uh, let's see.
Valentine's Day.
Oh boy. Okay.
Is it Valentine or St. Patrick's Day?
St. Well, the St. Patrick's Day would be big here. Yeah.
Oh, where you are? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
You gotta let them carry on. Carry on. Yeah.
Yeah. Just leave them alone. Stay away from them. All right.
Yeah.
This is good. Um, hey, so I'll ask Michelle, you have your camera. How are you enjoying today's meeting? Your first time here, huh?
Were you talking to me?
Yeah, talking to you.
Hi, how are you? Sorry, I was trying to play around with the settings now that I have them. I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Well, how are you enjoying today's meeting?
I'm enjoying it actually, and I was listening in on the with the amends, and I haven't gotten to that step yet. I mean, I tried that
Yeah.
step, and so that's something that I am actually approaching, and so I found it very interesting to hear the insight in terms of being mindful of how to approach it because it is something really sensitive. And I've written a letter, a couple actually, and I have my list of everyone I want to make amends to. And I know I need to add a couple more people, but mainly my family. So I'm interested in,
Well, here's our suggestion to you. If you think you might like this meeting, come to it for 5 days in a row, and then we can put you to work. This is an AA class. It's AA 101. As Sam was reading earlier, or Matt was reading, AA University. So what we do here is we take everybody, we sponsor you, take you through all the 12 steps, 1 through 12. We give reading assignments, writing assignments, and through the entire AA program in short order in about 1 month or a month and a half. So if this is something you think you might like, just keep coming and then listen to how we do things, and then you can figure out whether or not you want to do it. So
Okay.
I'm glad you're here. Welcome aboard. Let's see here. Let's talk with Allie in North Carolina. So how are you enjoying today's meeting? 2 years, right? Allie Cat. Incidentally, those of you who are on the meeting, you have to pay attention. This
Hi
is
there.
not a meeting. Hi there, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, holidays were hard for me, and I'm just coming back from like a lot of changes all at once, and I lost my sponsor, so I just feel like I'm faltering a little bit, trying to
What-
find my
How
footing.
did you lose your sponsor?
She texted me and was just like, uh, she texted that she wanted to set me up with somebody else or something.
Oh, I hate that.
I didn't. It was a prompt.
Yeah, we don't do that here. That's like they break up with you. I'm like, what the fuck? So here's how we work here. If you come to this meeting, we sponsor you, take you through all 12 steps, give reading assignments, writing assignments on the step. And this is the perfect place to do it right here. And
Okay.
you'll get through it pretty quickly. This is a class, it's AA class. Hey, Jeff, it's AA 101. I'm gonna have Jeff, you explain it. He's been coming for so long. So here, listen to this. You're gonna like this.
Jeff, alcoholic, South Florida. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, Ally, for asking too. Yeah, what happens is you learn AA or relearn or improve upon your sobriety by immersing yourself in the steps every day, learning them and teaching them. The idea is what you want to do is get really solid sobriety so you can give it away and maybe not make some of the mistakes that your sponsor made. I mean, if you're working the steps, you if you a sponsee moves on, there are ways to do it. And like your sobriety, if your sponsee's sobriety is very important, so you make sure you're not doing anything that would jeopardize that. The steps show us how to do it. The steps will never go wrong. And then,
Hey, Jeff, I have a question for you.
Sure.
So what about this meeting? What do you like about this meeting and me?
Well, because we look it comes from and is strictly involved with the steps and how we learn them, and then how we can interact with them and how we can give them away to sponsees.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So we follow what they did in 1932 to 39,
Mhm.
where they worked all the 12 steps together. Check it out. They had 80 to 100% success rate. But today, when you go to AA meetings, it depends on who the heck's there. Uh, they may end up talking about their cat. So you go to a meeting like on Friday, and then they're talking about their cat. You go, what? I thought this was AA. Nobody's teaching me anything. So this is the meeting where we teach you everything. all the time, and that's all we do here. And if you really want to learn this stuff, this is good. Yeah, this is a good meeting for that. Not a good meeting for complaining about wives or husbands or boyfriends. We always stop people when they start talking about their, let me tell you about my girlfriend. It's like, no, 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 we don't care about that. We only care about one thing, which is step 1 through 12, teaching it, reading, writing, making our way through all the material. And Stacy, you worked your way through all 12 steps, right?
Yes, I did. Stacy Alcoholic. I
Bring it. Tell everybody what happened.
oh, my life has changed tremendously. I'm in such a great place right now, like
Mhm.
mentally, physically. I'm better than I've been since I can remember in my adult life. Every day I practice meditation and prayer, work through steps 10 and 11. Um,
Did you
I'm
learn
just
anything in this meeting?
I learned everything in this meeting. This is the only meeting I've gone to that taught me anything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I went to the in-person meetings and I'm like, this is group therapy. And I have a therapist. Like, I don't need group therapy. I needed to learn how to go through the steps.
Yeah.
And when you said assignments, I was like, I'm in because that's what I needed.
Yeah.
Like somebody to say, do this right now, the way that I'm telling you, and you will be better. And that's exactly what happened.
That's right. That's exactly right. There
That's
you
good,
go.
man. That's
Perfect. Rebecca in Connecticut. So let's see, how many days sober are you? And what are you working on? What's your last reading and writing assignment?
Hi, I'm Rebecca, alcoholic. I have 134 days today,
Wow.
and I'm working on 10 through 12. Um, I if I have a resentment, I write that down for 10 and then pray on it and meditate. I also always go back to 6 and 7. I really like the book Drop the Rock. So yeah, so
Yeah, I don't really like that book. I read it and I'm like, what are they talking about in here? So it's like, I kind of like, I just like what we talk about in here about doing things differently on each one of our areas of defective behavior and defective thinking. Um, and we get more on that one. So like for Michelle and Allie, for a day where we are in defective behavior, we'll talk more about 6 and 7, and then how do I stop doing what I'm doing and do something new to change it? And for myself, we've talked about this a lot in here, but I was so stuck in behavior, I couldn't shake it. I couldn't break it, Jeff. I couldn't break loose of it. But the trick was I had, besides prayer and asking God to help me do it, which was very important toward the end of changing behavior, I had to do something new and try it. But I was like one messed up puppy when I got here. And for the longest time, too, this didn't go away right away. Let's see, 96 days. I'm going to make my way quickly through. So we got to Lori, Ryan, Dominic. Dominic, hey Dominic, how are you doing? So did we give you any assignments yet, Dominic?
Not yet. I am on my third class.
Okay, good. Do you have an AA Big Book?
Which one's that?
Oh, it's called Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so in that book, read the preface and the 4 forewords. They're at the very beginning of the book. Okay, it's called the preface and then forward to the first edition, forward to the second, forward to the third, forward to the 4th edition.
Okay.
All right, and read that and then give me 5 takeaways on what you get out of it for tomorrow. Okay.
Sounds good. Yes, sir.
All right, man. You don't have to call me sir. Just call me Dog or call me Jan, or I'm not a sir. Sam's a sir. I'm not a sir. What? Never mind. It's an inside joke. Okay. Where are we here? Please excuse me for a second. Okay, so talk to some of the, lots of new people here today, so hi, glad you're here. So hey, Stacia, how are you liking today's meeting? Oh, thanks, Matt, you're on top of it. Did I talk to Stacia already? No.
Oh, sorry.
Hi, so how are you liking today's meeting?
I'm liking it. I really liked what the woman said about how she needed somebody to take her through the steps and tell her, to do it like this and this. And
Well, that somebody is me, and it's right here. It happens. There's only one know-it-all in this meeting, and I'm it. And and then we just take everybody through all the steps and all the books, and then everybody else is a support person, like Matt, Lisa.
yeah, I like that.
Judge.
That was what I read on the line. It said that you guys give a packet and then all that, and I was like, yes.
Isn't that, yeah, okay, perfect. So just show up here.
Okay.
Come for 5 days. Okay,
Thank you.
glad you're here. Welcome aboard. Andrea, and what her name is not Andrea Minnie. It's Andrea from Minnesota, right?
Yes.
Change that, please.
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Oh, just stop.
Yeah, I'm liking it so far. I am new to this AA thing entirely. I was scared to kind of jump in, but I'm here and excited to learn.
Here's the deal. We're going to put up the newcomers packet for you in chat. Okay, so you can grab that. It has there it is right there. Lisa just put it up. Thank you. It has in it pamphlets on AA. What is AA? Is AA for me? All of that. There's a bunch of stuff in there. So read that and then come back for 5 days. See how you like the meeting. Glad you're here also. Samantha's iPhone. Hi. You must have a big
Hi.
family. Hi.
Hi, sorry, I got booted and then I had to join back into the meeting.
Okay. So how do you like the meeting today so far?
I like it a lot. This is my 4th day, so I'm excited to see the process of getting started with you guys.
Have you never been to AA before?
I have, but it was like the other woman had said, it was kind of like a group therapy, not really like learning anything. So
No,
I like
this
that you
isn't
guys
like
teach here.
this isn't like group therapy. This is more like AA boot camp.
Mhm.
It's like AA. I mean, we don't yell at you too much. It's like AA 101, AA university, AA class. You
Yes.
probably have you check out the newcomers packet. Do you see it in chat?
Let's see here. I'm on my phone, so I'm.
Oh, okay. Well, it's there anyways. If you you can grab it or just come tomorrow. Just
Okay.
come, hey, I'll tell you what. Come for 5 days. So what's today? Thursday. So come Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 5 days.
This is my 4th day here.
At this meeting right here?
Yes.
Holy crap. All right. So listen, do you have a big book?
I do at home. Right now I'm kind of juggling going back and forth from visiting my children from Aurora to Greeley. So
Oh yeah, you know what you do? You know that big book? You
yeah.
throw it in your car, throw it up on the dashboard of the car or in the glove box or in the console or put it under your seat. But don't leave home without it.
Okay.
Yeah, and like the American Express card. So let's see here. So you can get it online if you want to, and read the preface and the 4 forwards for tomorrow.
I'm sorry, the what?
The preface and the 4 forwards.
Okay.
In the big book, they're right in the very beginning. They're the first 4 things to read. So it says Northern California, but you're in Colorado, right?
Yes, I'm in Colorado.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then how long are you sober?
This is my 5th day sober.
5th day
of
sober.
the group.
How are you feeling?
Anxious. I feel a lot of different feelings, honestly. I think my brain is coming
Getting
to
a
like
little better.
reality. Yeah.
Yeah. It takes about a week to get the alcohol out of your system. So,
Yeah.
all right, so good. You keep coming. There you go. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're on your way. No doubt. So, just remember that read the first 5 things in the big book for tomorrow. Abyssinia, how are you? So, how are you enjoying today's meeting? Anything? She said, does that say? Did you actually put Beantown on here? He did. Abyssinia, how about you? How are you liking today's meeting? She put Beantown on her name. Okay, she must have fallen asleep. How long were you sober? We lost your sobriety days too. Okay, let's talk to Autumn. Hey, Autumn. Oh, you have 2 days? Okay, good. You've come to this meeting before, right? You've been here 4 or 5 times, right?
Yes, a few times.
Yeah, and then what? You just had kind of a hard time on New Year's Eve?
Yeah, during the day, unfortunately.
You went out to the club, didn't you?
No,
Where they
I
had
wish
the
I would have
disco
had that much
ball,
fun.
and you thought you could dance, hang around all your friends drinking, and then before you know it, they were grabbing you off the chandeliers.
Yeah, I
No.
wish.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're here. And do you have a big book? Do you have an AA book?
I do.
Oh, you do. So let me give you something to read. Read the preface and the 4 forewords.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Do that for tomorrow. Can you do it for tomorrow?
Yes.
If you're not shaking too bad. All right. Do it. And then write 5 takeaways on it. Tell me what it was about for tomorrow. I think we're done here. So Matt, hey, you want to read the promises?
Sure. Mad Alcoholic. These are the promises on page 83 of the big book. If we're painstaking about this phase of our development, we'll be amazed before we are halfway through. We're going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. We'll comprehend the word serenity, and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We'll lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. Fear of people and of economic insecurity will leave us. We'll intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We'll suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. These extravagant promises, we think not. They're being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They'll always materialize if we work for them.
Okay, and the serenity prayer goes like this. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage, change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So this meeting is officially over. If anybody has any questions, especially you new people, let's see, you can unmute and ask. Yeah, questions about this meeting or AA. Yeah, just go right ahead and ask. Let's see, so recording.